Have you been wondering where to draw the line between free content and paid content? Well, guess what? This is what we're going to be covering on this video. So stay here. And if you're new, well, nice meeting you. I am Jessica Campos with marketingforgreatness.com, the recovered attorney that turned herself into a forensic digital marketer. And now I help entrepreneurs and marketing teams to build brands and monetize it. So yes, we're going to be talking today about where to draw the line between free content and paid content. And the first thing I want to tell you is don't feel bad if you have been sharing content with the genuine intention to help people. I can totally relate because probably you are like me. You want to help and you are okay with just sharing everything that you have to share so that if somebody needs your solution, they can start using your solution and they will thank you later. But here's the problem. While you are giving away your solution, and some people will say you're giving away your farm, the problem with that is that somebody else is in fact monetizing the solution. So you could, instead of giving everything away for free, you could be serving your users even more if you would put the solution in a way that they were willing to pay for that. And that's actually what probably took you here today. So I'm going to be sharing with you what are exactly pieces of content that can help you to identify that borderline between the free and the paid. And we're going to also cover what is going to be the no-no zone. Once you get that, you're going to be very good at identifying where are you crossing the line. And also, there's a good chance that you have ideas as I am giving you the different pieces of content that are going to be okay, and also the content that is going to be a no-no. So let's dive in. Ideally, you want to draw a roadmap, and it's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pieces. And those 5 pieces means points of conversations that you will have with your users. So follow me here and draw those 5 points of conversations. The first point of conversation, it's going to be the now. Well, if you think about the now, that means content where you're sharing how your life looks today, what are you doing, how your office looks like, how happy your life is, while keeping authenticity. And maybe you want to share vulnerability as well. Usually, you should not have a problem with sharing your now, because that is where you can find conversations. For example, if you love buying from Starbucks, share your now and share your favorite Starbucks coffee. Maybe you will realize that you have things in common with your audience, and that's not a problem. The second point of conversations is going to be aspiration. And this gets a little bit tricky. And very often, if you don't think about this, you're going to jump into the solution. And probably this is why we're having a problem here. Aspirational content will ignite the imagination of your users. Imagine if you already were able to eliminate X, Y, and Z. And this is usually where your story will be very, very helpful. If you're able to share your story and your journey, then you're going to ignite that aspirational thinking in your users. This is completely okay. So sharing content that is about what were the steps that you took, how did you feel before you were open to receive a solution, how your life was, and then how is your life now, so that those users aspire to be you one day. It's completely great. Keep in mind, we're not sharing any secrets here. We're just really sharing our journey so that those who are connecting with the pain that we were feeling before we found that solution are going to realize that you could be somebody that probably they need to talk to. So we talk about the now, we talk about the aspiration, and now let's cover the hope. What creates hope in your users? Probably knowing that they are making mistakes and hopefully you're going to be able to help them to not make those mistakes. And that's where you will see that people share like 3 mistakes to avoid if you want to make $100,000, or 3 things that could help you to make $100,000 by the next 12 months. You see, when you present those steps, you're not digging into the formula. You're just actually giving them hope that, wow, if I don't make those mistakes, I actually could be making $100,000. Or 3 things that could help you to set up the foundation for your $1 million business. That is you sharing generic processes that typically they could find if they do the research. You see, your audience, they're smart. They will find this information anyway. So if you share information with them that is supported by statistics, by facts, and you actually complement those with your experience, it's going to be okay. And this is where kind of the waters are getting a little bit warmer, because you don't want to go into the details of the how, okay? The 4th point of conversation is going to be the solution. And if you think about this, you already told them that now you're going to give them the hope, and they're like aspiring that they are going to have the hope and they're going to have that solution. But what is that solution? What are the steps? And how does it look for their business? Solution is generally a strategy. So try to stay away from strategic thinking and strategic content, because what happens is not only that you are going to set yourself up for a position where they're going to feel like they don't need anything else from you because you gave them what they needed, but they're going to come up into assumptions and try to implement the strategy that you are giving them. So stay away from strategy and you should be completely okay. Now, the next point of conversation, it's going to be live after those strategies were put together and implemented, and that solution came to your people's lives. And this is where testimonials are going to be very helpful. If you can show from third party how exactly is that you help them to remove the pain throughout your solution and how their life is, and they're talking about it, you're going to be in business, my friends. And if you truly want to ignite the conversions, you should offer a consultation where they can talk to you as the expert. And it's just like a visit to the doctor where they can share how they feel. You ask questions and you get to explain your solution and how you feel like you can definitely help them. And they should be okay by asking you, hey, so how does it look? Can we work together? That, my friend, is going to be a game changer for your business. So I hope that what I shared today has ignited some ideas to adjust your content. I actually created a book. It's called 156 Captions That Convert. I don't want to sell you anything here, okay? So relax. That book is free on Amazon. You can download it. And there you will find ideas to write content that help you to convert your users into clients. Because my friend, at the end of the day, you don't want engagement. You don't want more followers. You truly want to build a business that you love and work with people that are going to make you feel great and significant and are going to fulfill your mission that you have. Isn't it? If there wasn't that case, then you will be just selling products or doing something else. But we're here. And if you have stayed until here, that means that what I'm saying is sounding like music to your ears. I hope that we can keep this conversation offline. And of course, we can have that discovery session where I can see where you're going with your content. We can talk about SEO. We can talk about conversions. And sometimes a fresh pair of eyes is what helps all of us to see what we cannot see. I am a marketer and I get fresh pairs of eyes all the time. In fact, I love it. I love it because I don't see what I cannot see. And sometimes you just need that feedback from that person that is on the other side. Okay? So I hope that this helped you, and share and like and subscribe, and see you on the other video.